All right, so this is the Unit 2 review recording. So we have a warm-up. You can use your calculator. See if you can get it done before I put all the steps on the board. So we have distributive property. You need to multiply the 3 and the x. That's 3x. And then the 3 and the minus 2. 3 times 2 is 6, so that's minus 6. Then you have plus 4. And on the right side, you're going to multiply that 2, so you get 2x, and then that 4 times 2 is 8. We're going to combine like terms, so on the left side, we need to do this minus 6 plus 4. So that would be a negative 6 and a positive 4, leaves you a negative 2, so minus 2. And then you want to get the variables all on the same side, so we're going to get rid of the 2x on this side, so we need to subtract 2x from both sides. And 3 minus 2 is just 1, so you're left with x minus 2. That 2x cancels is equal to 8. You got one step left here. We're going to add 2 to both sides. And 8 plus 2 is 10. So the answer there should be 10. Remember, you all can always pause if you need to review it and look at it. All right, so here's our essential question. How do I write and solve equation problems? So this is going to be a review of inequalities and equation problems. So we'll make sure that you understand this before you take your test. You should already have this, and it should be in the Unit 2 class kick notes as well. All right, and more active vocabulary that you should already have. Inequality information here. So if you need to review it, pause the video to review. All right, so on this one, let's go ahead and just use the calculator for this. So we ensure that there's no mistakes, but be careful when putting this in with these fractions. So let me show you. So it's 3/4 x. You put the 3/4 as a fraction. Now look where the cursor is. You need to space over. So all I did was take my mouse, click there, put x, and we're going to do plus 5 minus, oh, I forgot the y equals. Oh, Miss Orton. Y equals here. Now, back over here. Plus 5 minus, and then 1/2. Again, put the cursor in the right place, x. All right, so there's that. And then the other side is 3, so just y equals 3. All right, crosses right here. So the answer is negative 8. Remember, it's always that x value, so negative 8. Simple enough. So x is equal to negative 8. All right, this one, you can go ahead and use a calculator. I'll show the steps on the board. We want to combine like terms. We have this negative 4f on this side. We're going to add 4f to both sides. And that 4f on the right side cancels. 6 plus 4 is 10f. Then we have minus 12. And then we're just left with 6. So then we have a two-step equation. We're going to add 12 to both sides. And then we have 10f. And 6 plus the 12 is 18. And then we're going to divide by 10. And f is equal to 18 over 10. And then you'd have to simplify that to 9 over 5. Okay, so let's look. We're going to go ahead and look at that on the calculator, just make sure you understand what that looks like. So make sure you put the 6f minus 12 as one of the equations, and then negative 4f plus 6. Okay, back to the calculator. Let me go ahead and clear these out. And so we're going to start with y equals 6, and of course you have to use x, not f, minus 12, and then y equals negative 4x plus 6. right, so it's right here. So it says 1.8. So if you needed to see what that looks like as a fraction, you could put in 1.8, click here, and there's the 9/5. Pause and review if you need to. All right, so word problems. This one says, the Lakeview Community Pool contains 4.8 gallons of water. Josephine will begin filling the pool at a rate of 6.2 gallons per minute. Riverview Community Pool contains 59.2 gallons of water. Jack will begin draining the pool at a rate of 0.6 gallons per minute. How many minutes will both pools contain the same, after how many minutes, sorry, will both pools contain the same amount of water? All right, so let's look at this one first. And let me change my color so it shows up better over here. So we have it has 4.8 gallons, and then they're adding 6.2 per minute. We don't know how many minutes, so that's going to be our variable. We can just use x. So we're letting x equal the number of minutes. All right, let's look at the other pool. It has 59.2 gallons, and then they are draining it, so it's taking out 0.6 gallons per minute. And at what point will they contain the same? So those, you put those two, you make them, write the equation where those two are equal. All right, so 59.2 minus 0.6x. All right, combine the like terms. So we're going to have this variable over to the other side. So we're going to add 0.6x. And at this point, if you wanted to use the calculator to solve, you could do that. All right, so then we still have this 4.8, and then 6.2 plus 0.6 is 6.8, and then you have the 59.2. All right, next step, we want to isolate this variable, so we're going to subtract 4.8 from both sides. I'm running out of room here, so I'm going to put 6.8x, move, and 59.2 minus the 4.8 is going to be, you got to borrow, so 54.4. And then you're going to divide that by 6.8. So I'm going to say, so we're going to just take this, sorry, I'm running out of room here, and divide this by 6.8, and then that's going to give us x. So 54.4. Let's go ahead and do it on the calculator. If you haven't, maybe you've already completed it and you have your answer. Divided by 6.8, and it's 8. All right, so the answer should be D here. All right, we're not going to have time to do all of these on the recording, so let's look at the next one. Okay, so this one we just have to set up the equation. We won't have to solve. It says, a gardener is planting two types of trees. Tree A is 36 inches tall and grows at a rate of 12 inches per year. Tree B is 48 inches tall and grows at a rate of 10 inches per year. Which equation can be used to find x, the number of years it will take for these trees to be the same height? All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to, x will be the number of years. Sorry, all right, so then look at the first one. Tree A is 36 inches tall and grows at a rate of 12 inches per year. So adding in 12 per year. And then B is 48 and grows 10. And at what point will they be the same? So 36 plus 12x equals 48 plus 10x. And remember that you can switch these around. You can switch these around. So let's see what we have. Look at A, 12 plus 10. Nope, that's not on either side. 12 plus 36x. Nope, the x needs to go with this 12. 12x plus 36. Yes, that's the same thing. You can rewrite this as 12x plus 36. Change the order. And this says 10x plus 48. So again, switch those around, and that works. All right, here, this one, it says a rectangle and area have the same numeric value. The length of the rectangle is 6. What is the width? Okay, so you will have one on the test like that. So let's make sure we understand that this is 6. We are looking for the width. Now, it says the area and perimeter have the same value. So area is equal to perimeter. Now we need to know what those formulas are. So area of a rectangle is length times width. Perimeter is, remember, you add the distance around, or you can write that as twice the width plus twice the length. Let's substitute in what we know. We know that W is 6. So I'm going to actually just switch these around and write that as 6 times L. We know this is 6, so you're multiplying that together. 2 times 6 is 12. I'm just going to write that right here. We just did 2 times 6, and we're going to write the 2L. Now we solve it just like a regular equation. We're going to subtract 2L from both sides. 6 minus the 2 is 4L, and we're left with 12 over here. We're going to divide by 4. L is equal to 3. So is that the question? What is the width? Yes, that is what we're looking for. I think we have time for one more. That's the same type of problem. So if you want to pause and try that one. Okay, this one we already did. I don't know why it's repeating, or it's similar. Oh, we can just, okay, we do this one. Oh, this one is very different. All right, so it says Candace has 2 vases of flowers that hold 8 yellow roses and 4 red roses. Susan has the same total number of roses, but in 3 vases. Each vase has 3 red roses. How many yellow roses in each of Susan's vases? All right, so this one, you can say, set it up, 2 vases of flowers, each hold 8 yellow and red roses, and 4 red for Candace. So she has 2 vases, and there are 8 yellow. I'm just going to put yellow and then 4 red. Total flowers that she has, because this is 2 vases, there's 12 flowers times the 2 is 24. Now for Susan, she has 3 vases. Each vase has 3 red roses. How many yellow roses does she have? So she has Susan, we know, has the same total number. So Susan has a total of 24 roses. Oh, and we know that she has 3 vases. And each vase, we know, has 3 red. We don't know how many yellow. Okay, so let's look. If there's 3 red in each vase, that's 3 times 3, that's 9 of the roses. And she has a total of 24. So how many must be yellow? 9 plus what? All right, it's going to be 15. That's total, and she's got 3 vases. So then you have to do the 15 yellow total, divide that by 3, and it's 5. I know that's complicated. All right, yeah, real quick before my recording runs out, you do have this review link in the OMS, and please make sure you are ready for that test before you take it. Reach out to me for help.